If you've been doing your pelvic floor exercises religiously and you're just not getting the results you're getting, chances are this is not a motivation problem, it is a mechanics problem. You are doing your exercises, but they're not the right exercises. Let me explain here for a second. Before we begin, you gotta understand the correct why questions you want to ask. The correct why questions should be, why is the inside of my pelvis being tight? Why are the internal organs that reside here, why are the structures that reside here being compressed? That's the right question to ask. And when you ask that, the answer is always lack of stability of your pelvis. The muscles inside work with the outside surrounding to stabilize your pelvis, because your pelvis is a foundation for the structures above. That's why you have double reinforcement. When the outside is not doing its part, it's unstable, the inside has to make up for it. That means it's going to get tight. That means your pelvis is going to tilt down or up, rotate or shift. That means anything connected to it above and anything connected to it below is part of the picture. Now, for you to go and isolate a muscle and try to work out that muscle is a waste of time. And the reason for that is because no part of your body functions in isolation. If a muscle is tight, you got to find out why the muscle is tight. You take away that why, and then you condition your body doing proper mechanics. I'm going to explain to you a little bit more. But when you do that, you basically clear the modifications and the compensations that took place as a result of that instability. So what are some common exercises that we do, and why do they fail? We'll start with Kegel exercise. It's not good. Kegels are not good. The reason they're not good is because some human being try to mimic what nature naturally does for you if you understand how it's done correctly. Biological breathing, which is a term I have given to this type of breathing, but it's the kind of breathing that we learn by studying human babies, is how nature conditions the muscles inside the pelvis. When done right correctly, when you breathe in, these muscles relax, and when it's time to breathe out, those muscles come together in sync very gently. They come together to process the exhalation or breathing out. If you had subscribed to my channel and you had followed me, you'd know exactly how biological breathing is done. So if you haven't, please make sure you subscribe and you follow the channel. We're going to make sure that we put this video of biological breathing at the end of this so we can move on. So instead of Kegels, which most often people claim it actually makes matters worse, you do the right exercise, which is biological breathing. Instead of sitting on the toilet and try to pinch your urine from flowing, which messes up how the nerve that's in charge of constriction of the sphincter and letting go of the sphincter, instead of doing that, learn biological breathing, because that's how it's done. Instead of doing an isolated exercise, thinking, oh, I'm just gonna have to strengthen my glute and I'm gonna have to stretch my quad and strengthen my hamstring or whatever, you do functional movement. Functional movement, functional developmental exercises involve your whole body. If every part of your body does its own primary task, then collectively the body comes together with a spotlight on the muscle you're trying to condition. So when we watch human babies, we see that that's done all the time. In fact, you and I and every walking human being on the planet Earth goes through those same exact methods of developing stability and strength in the body. Once the stability is there, you repeatedly do the action, and that's how the strength comes. Your body part in isolation may be very strong. What matters is how well they play their role with the rest of your body. So functionality is the key, and isolating an exercise, a body part to exercise, is not. So you want to pay attention to the principles in place, which at this juncture, you don't know what they are. So your investment should be in you learning what right looks like, what your version or your default is, and how to replace yours with the right, how to maintain that, how to retain that, and how to grab yourself and put yourself on the right track when you deviate from it. That means you need to be the owner of the knowledge in place. So the change that allows you to have real progress are going to be biological breathing. They're going to be understanding principles of movement, and then you become the expert in your own body. In my practice, I only accept patients who want to be apprentices. They're not here for me to fix them. They're here to pick my brain, for me to invest in teaching them what and showing them what needs to be in place and what's their default. So once you have that knowledge, you're on your own. That principle and everything that I'm mentioning to you is applicable to the stability of your pelvis and any joint in your body. Listen, we all went as a helpless infant. We could barely hold our heads up. And we went through the same stages of development until we became running toddlers. No bands, no weights, no gyms whatsoever. This is the methodology. This is the manual of movement. You just need to learn that. I hope this makes sense. I hope you take the time to write below, comment below any questions you may have, any videos you want to have. Understand that there are certain things you can't YouTube. The purpose of this video is for you to understand, at least have a right sense of direction, to smell the BS when you smell it, and to have a better sense of direction. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care.